Good morning, everyone. This is Miss B, and I am not here today, so please be on your best behavior for the sub. Make sure you have out a pencil, your notebook, calculator. You could even have a multiplication chart if you wanted one, and follow along and do everything that I do. So pause the video right now and draw this generic rectangle with these numbers in it in your notebook. When you have it drawn, then start the video again and we'll go through this together. Okay, so I'm going to start looking at all of my boxes. So I always look left and up. So when I look left of the 12, there's no number. So I know I have something times, and then I look up to the 4, and then it equals 12. So what times 4 equals 12? Hopefully you're remembering that that's 3 or using your multiplication chart for that. This problem we won't use a calculator. Okay, then we go, so then we can also put our 3 outside here. Okay, next box. I know it's really kind of skinny, so we might have to just draw it out here. I hope yours is bigger. I look left to the 3, and we're multiplying down here, and then I look up to the 1/5. Now, I can't multiply a whole number times a fraction, so do you remember what we have to do to the 3 to turn it into a fraction? Hopefully you're remembering to put it over 1. And when you're multiplying fractions, you just multiply straight across the top and straight across the bottom. So 3 times 1 and 1 times 5. And that's our answer for that box. All right, let's go to the bottom left box. We look left to the 2/3. And then we look all the way up to the 4. Now that's a whole number again, so we have to put it over 1. Multiply straight across the top. 2 times 4 is 8. 3 times 1 is 3. Okay, and then we got a little tiny box over here, so I'm going to move it to the side again. I look left to the 2/3. And I look all the way up to the 1/5. All right, 2 times 1 is 2. 3 times 5 is 15. All right, do you remember what we do with those 4 circled answers? Yep, we add them together. So I'll change colors here so it help you keep organized. So we have a 12 plus 3/5 plus 8/3 plus 2/15. Okay, the 12 is going to stay a 12. But now we need to have a common denominator for 5, 3, and 15. The first thing we always do is we check, do the 2 little numbers go evenly into the big number? And yes, 3 and 5 both go into 15, so 15 will be our common denominator. This last one already has a denominator of 15, so if we keep the 15, we will keep the 2. All right, how many 5s are in 15? That would be 3, so I'm going to multiply the bottom and the top by 3. 3 times 3 is 9. Then I go over to the 8/3, and we have how many 3s can go into 15? That would be 5. We do the same thing on the top. 8 times 5 is 40. Now we will just add these up. So we have the 12, 15 will stay our common denominator, and then we do 40 plus 9 is 49, 49 plus 2 is 51. You could leave it like that, or we could say how many 15s can we take out of 51, and that would be 3. We add the 3 to the 12, so now we have 15, and 3 times 15 is 45. When we take the 45 away from the 51, we have 6 left 15 stays our denominator. Okay, we're going to do a little bit more multiplying of fractions. So we'll multiply straight across the top and straight across the bottom. So write this problem down. Do all of this work that I'm doing in your notebook along with me. And hopefully you have headphones on. All right, 1 times 3 is 3. And 7 times 8, look at your multiplication chart. And yep, that is 56. Okay, so write down this equation, 1 1/3 times 4/7. And see if you remember this. We need to change this mixed number into an improper fraction. So we start at the bottom and do 3 times 1 is 3, plus 1 is 4. Denominator stays the same, and then rewrite the other equation. Now we'll multiply straight across the top and straight across the bottom. Go ahead and use your multiplication chart to do 4 times 4 and 3 times 7. All right, hopefully you got 16 over 21. All right, now we're going to look at dividing. So, okay, so I want us to make a picture. So I want you to make like 6 candy bars. So draw this in your notebook and also have the equation written down, please, so you remember what the picture is for. At any time, if I'm going too fast, just pause the video so you can get your picture drawn or your work done and then restart it. Okay, now there's our 6 candy bars, and we want to divide that. We want to see how many 3/4 go into 6. So we're looking at this bottom number, and that's how many pieces each candy bar needs. So to have 4 pieces, we're going to make 3 lines in each. Okay, I'm going to change my color to make it a little bit easier to see. Now, we need groups of 3. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. All right, then we have to count how many there are left. And in this case, we don't have any leftovers. We will talk about that at another time because sometimes that will happen. But we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 groups. So 6 divided by 3/4 is 8, because 8 of these will fit inside that 6. Okay, go ahead and pause the video and get this number line drawn, and then we will place these numbers on our number line. All right. For this one, I don't want you to draw this grid. I just really want you to pay attention to what we're doing here. I'm going to use red, I think. Okay, so we want to do the coordinates. Now remember, the first letter is always our X. The second letter is always our Y. We put it in parentheses with a comma in between. So we want to look at letter A. So we're thinking about, we're at the 0, and we have to count. We have to go left and right because this is our X. We go X first. So we're going to go over to the 4. So our first number is 4. And then we go up to the A, and we look to the left, and it's like that's 4 also. 4, 4. Now we'll go to letter B. X first, so we go all the way over to the 5. This time we're going down. So we're going down -1, -2 to get to the B. So 5, -2. Looking at letter C. Now here I'm at 0 again, and I'm going to the left. -1, -2. So the X is -2. And I'm going up, which is positive numbers, to the +2. All right, last one, letter D. So I have to go left, so it means I'm going negative. -1, -2, -3 for the X, comma. And now I'm going down, so down is also -y. So -1, -2, -3, -4. All right, that is your video for today, and when you're done with this, I would like you to work on Dreambox for the remainder of the time. Like I said, please be good for the sub today, and I will see you as soon as I can. Bye-bye.